I feel like I played the game exactly the way that I wanted to. I think maybe after seeing last night's episode, maybe I should have placed all of my daggers on Biggy. Um, who knows? But I wasn't expecting to see that. I'm cool with Biggie though. Obviously, no bad blood. I'm going
Yeah.
to see him next week. He's a friend of mine. But I mean, I was shocked.
Allie, why are you here? Okay, why are you're not supposed to be here talking to me yet?
I should have been in the final three. Represent the girls.
What happened to the girls? They all disappeared at some point. They were going so strong, and then just one by one, Mac goes, you go. What happened?
It's crazy. Five in a row. TikTok. It's insane. It's literally crazy. And now it's all boys in the final two episodes. Crazy.
Okay, you had really good momentum the last few episodes. Like, I don't think anyone's been on a streak. You've been killing challenges. You were riding a wave. Do you think this
Thank
all
you.
was because you were with Shane and they just couldn't stand that idea, and that's
Yeah.
why you are talking to me today?
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. I feel like in this game, a showman shouldn't be as threatening because there's no voting. So
Yeah.
shouldn't you be going after people who are really, really good at European geography? I feel like maybe someone got wind that I did know more than I let on, and maybe that's why they wanted me gone. I really don't know. I mean, I was just as shocked as you watching the episode last night, seeing the daggers.
It was unbelievable. Oh yeah, you got to see the who placed them. That's right, because you didn't do it before.
Mhm.
What has it been like watching back the show? I spoke to Biggie and everyone really about this. Everyone has a really big reaction because you guys didn't see much technically there with the goggles or being on a bus. Now you get to see stuff watching it back.
Yeah, it's super weird. I feel like seeing the locations isn't as strange as seeing it all be replayed back in
Uh-huh.
a different light than I would have necessarily thought. That's definitely weird. But I think that in the future, I will definitely keep that in mind. Like, hey, 90% of what goes on is not going to be shown. So pick and choose what you're saying, you know?
I felt like you were so honest throughout the point. I don't know. Would you have chosen to do things anything differently than you did or say things differently?
No. I feel like I played the game exactly the way that I wanted to. I think maybe after seeing last night's episode, maybe I should have placed all of my daggers on Biggie. Um, who knows? But I wasn't expecting to see that. I'm cool with Biggie though. Obviously, no bad blood. I'm going
Yeah.
to see him next week. He's a friend of mine. But I mean, I was shocked. I feel like it's an interesting strategic decision. Shane and I were very loyal to the alliance of three of us. So seeing that just felt like a little crazy. I don't think that his chances of beating Rick or Peter are better than his chances of beating Shane or I. So I don't know, but yeah, like you said, I had momentum. Maybe it was just time to get me out. Maybe the boys were done with it.
Maybe, but it's so crazy. Like, I'm just waiting. Like, is Peter and Rick really that tight? I mean, every week I think one's gonna turn on each other, and but they're like loyal to a fault to each other too, which is kind of crazy in that aspect too. Because you always feel
Like
like
I
there's a
said
yeah.
on the show, Pilot Pete, you're gonna crash your plane.
I
You
love that quote.
cannot be loyal to Rick. He is going to beat you. At least I think. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's the trajectory right now. Rick has what, six challenge wins? Pete has zero.
Yeah. What was Pete like there? I mean, here's the Bachelor coming in, and I think when I spoke to Biggie, he's like, we don't watch reality TV. Not many of us knew, but I'm sure you knew for knowing this guy was the Bachelor on Traders and all that. What was sort of your impression of Pete?
So I knew Pete from The Bachelor. I didn't watch Traders until I got off of Destination X, and I was like,
Ah,
"Holy shit, I want to do this show."
yeah.
But yeah, I recognized him from The Bachelor, and I knew that people didn't really like him in Bachelor Nation. So, we were asking him tons of questions, but I liked Peter a lot. I thought he was super down to earth. I thought that he was very intelligent. We talked about metaphysics, the philosophy of what happens to you after you die, and we
Really?
talked about faith. And yeah, I thought he was a really interesting guy. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by Peter.
Okay, I didn't know that you both of you are into metaphysics and life after death. That's a conversation I'd like to join in on and just hear it
It's a
out.
good one. It's a good one. Yeah, my computer right now is sitting on all my books about life after death, actually. It's my favorite topic. So
We
when Peter comes on the bus talking about one of my favorite theories, I'm like, whoa, who is this guy? He's awesome.
I love that we learned a little bit about you about the college, and then you have all these like degrees and subject matters of interest that you want to study. Are you studying? Are you getting to grad school now without the money? Like, did you take out a loan? What's the deal with Allie right now in your world when it comes to school too?
I have not taken out a loan. My plan is to go move to Portugal and do my master's there. It's a lot more affordable, and they have a really good anthropology program at a school in Lisbon. So,
Interesting. So wait,
yeah, way cheaper.
I'm certainly sure of that I still have student loans. Believe me on that one. Uh,
Tough.
you are the one I feel like, well, maybe it was Mack. Who was in charge of starting this Austin crew? Because I mean, like half of you are gathering in Austin. I mean, Rachel's there now and all that. I need to know the origins of the Austin crew and then how to develop and how did the recruitment process go.
So Mac and I actually both lived in Austin already. And once we got off the show, we found out we only lived 8 minutes away from each
That's
other.
crazy.
So yeah, it felt like holy shit, we could have crossed paths before this, but obviously we didn't. We ran in kind of different circles. Hers being legal, mine being I'm up at 3 in the morning at a disco. But yeah, we've gotten so close. So when Max said that her tenants were going to be up with their lease, I was paying way too much money to live in an apartment, and she said, "Hey, you should just come live in my house." So one of my friends from Orlando actually moved to Austin too. I left my Austin apartment, moved in with Mac. So then Rachel moved from Brazil and came and lived with us. So it was me, Mac, my friend Sarah from Florida, and then Rachel, all of us in the house. We call it Girly House.
I mean, imagine the stories and the stuff that goes on there.
Yeah, I mean, Mac and I have just gotten so close. She's so intelligent and so funny and such a great time. And I honestly wish I had realized that while on the bus, but we really didn't like each other.
I mean, it's amazing, but sometimes, things form afterwards. I mean, you guys have all really connected well, it seems like,
Yeah.
after the bus, after the show, in a sense. It's a really cool group, and I love hearing the stories about all of you sort of bonding together and still being friends.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like I'm going to see Shane and Biggie soon. We saw Kim recently.
Yeah,
It's so fun to hang out with everyone. They all feel like family. Even Rick, who I didn't trust Rick from the very beginning. You can hear me say throughout the show, I hate him. I'm saying he's a snake, but I mean, I think he's a good guy, and I think, we're playing a game. So at the end of the day, no harm, no foul.
sure. I mean, there's only going to be one winner at the end, so it's one of those things like everyone wants it, but it's only one.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, I mean, I loved your reaction last night. He was, Jeffrey does the whole thing of like, so I have a little surprise for you, or, that sort of thing. It's like, oh, the worst thing ever is coming, and you're like, oh, gee, thanks, Jeffrey, or something. You had that awesome reaction where you sort of rolled your eye and you're like, just completely gave up yourself in that point. I love that moment. They captured that
Yeah.
on screen.
I feel like in this last episode, they gave so much more insight onto my personality than they have versus the rest of the season. So it was
Yep.
like, yay, they're getting to show actually some good moments between all of us. And I really liked that. And yeah, Jeffrey was trying to be sneaky. And I'm like, Jeffrey, no,
Yeah. You were over it
chill.
at that point, it seems like.
I'm
It's just
like, Jeffrey, bro, stop with the twists. Let me put an X on a map.
You know what? I mean, I'm glad to see you because did they send you away with that creepy thing, that bird masked entity? I'm
Yeah.
like, that is like a horror movie. Like, why are you sending her up? She doesn't like this, okay?
It was crazy. No, they sent me away with Scary Plague Mask guy, and it was not fun.
I mean, there's so many parts of this show, and I talked to Biggie too, and like, there's like horror elements. Like the thing you guys did, I think it was Austria with all those Yolders coming. That was like Midsommar, like that horror
It
movie.
did feel like Midsummer. Yeah, I'm
Oh my
glad I didn't
God. And
have
now
to
this
do
stuff
that.
and this stuff too in Venice. It's like, why are we adding all these horror elements to the show?
If they had just added some horror music, a lot of those could have been really scary.
100%. And I'm just watching. I can imagine being in front of this stuff. It's probably not the most like, it's like, oh, such great sights. And then you get this stuff too. So, yes, there's a horror element to it. You know, one thing I've been keeping a tally of Jeffrey's promises throughout the season. Always when someone gets eliminated, he promises, like, oh, let's get a beer or like, let's go eat something. With you, he just sent you off. There was no promises made, nothing. Rachel says he stole her husband. She's convinced about that. But did Jeffrey just send you with nothing just to that
I
plague?
didn't even see him. Everyone else gets to see him afterwards, but I think because we were already in the city, there was no big reveal. It was
Yeah.
just like a go to your death with the plague, man.
Unbelievable. At least, well, that's one promise he doesn't have to deliver on because it's just let
Yeah.
it go,
No,
you know?
no empty promises, no empty
Yeah,
promises.
no empty promises. Well, someone's going to get him at the end of this because he owes way too many things that he hasn't come through. So I got the
Yeah, he owes a lot. I think he owes Ty some coffee shop mushrooms.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think the only one he really kind of came through was on Kim. He took her like to a beer garden. Like, okay, he came through. Mac, he just like revealed all these things everyone was backstabbing her with. Like, that's
I
not the best news,
know.
you
Poor
know?
Mackington. I felt so bad for her. That was so hard to watch.
Yeah. Uh, Shane, I got to address this. I don't know if you can reveal or not the romance going on, or still we need to wait and see on that. And
We are not together. We
okay.
broke up about 2 months after the show. We were only going to be able to see each other about once a month. I have like a very open schedule. I travel a lot, and he had like a more stable job in Indianapolis. So, yeah, it just didn't work out.
I mean, it worked on the show though, so
Yeah, no, it did. And he's a great guy. We're still really good friends. I'm gonna go visit him soon. He's probably one of my biggest supporters. So,
that's awesome. He seems like an awesome guy too. I was like, if
yeah,
I
he's
was on his
really good.
show, I was surprised, like, how Rick is married and all that, but like, how isn't every guy trying to hit on you? Like, Shane just had an open path to a romance with you. I was like, if I was on the show, I'd just like competing with Shane for your attention or something. Are you
I guess
surprised?
because it wasn't The Bachelorette, but maybe I went on the wrong show, right?
Seems like it. But Shane, he had his free path. No one was in the way to his romance with you. So
Oh, Josh was gone.
that's right too. Oh wow. What now? When you're looking back at it, I mean, you went through the show for so long. What's some memories that stand out to you? Like, is there a favorite challenge, location that you saw? What's something that maybe it's stuff on the bus too that will stay with you kind of forever.
I think that my favorite challenge was probably winning with Rachel and Rick in the Swiss Alps and getting to do the
Hmm.
helicopter ride. That was really, really cool. And then I don't know. What sticks with me is really just these people became family. So we all have this very big common understanding of like we were playing a game and like we all went through this really cool experience together and like we'll have each other for life. And I think that's the best outcome of it all.
Yeah, those lifelong friends. And it seems like it
Yeah,
from the way I've been speaking to all of you, just like that's the common theme. It's just that connection you guys had.
for
Um,
sure.
that bus, any funny business happen on it at any point? I mean, I'm wondering, you guys are such close proximity, but there's people sleeping at
Nothing
night and all that.
crazy.
Huh?
Nothing crazy. We had
Okay.
cameras on us at all times, so I feel like we all had to be adults, Like there wasn't any pillow fights, there was no play, it was pretty normal, I think. Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Well, kudos to you guys. You guys are stuck there for that long. Sometimes
I
minds
know.
wander and things, but
Yeah.
kept it PG. Good. What's next for you? Like, I know you have the plans now to still go to Portugal and study. Is sort of what's been life like after the show in a sense. I mean, obviously you get to live with Mac, which is really cool too. But what has changed for you, and what's sort of next for you?
Well, I don't know when Portugal and my master's degree is going to be. I definitely want to leave room to do another show. That would be my absolute dream.
Hmm.
I loved doing reality TV. I love competition. I love being able to use my brain and use social skills and figure out clues like in Austria and Geneva and everything like that. So I would love to do something like that again just so that I can further challenge myself. And then hopefully I'll do some of that. And then, yeah, then I'll get to the education, right?
I mean, yeah, it's always there, right? So no,
Yeah.
no push for that, or if there's other opportunities, why not?
Yeah.
Uh, no, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, it seems like this is a great audition for you for future shows. You showed your skills. You were on here for a long time, and I think that just watching you, you're made for this.
Good. Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
And finally, a prediction. Who do you think at this point has the best chance of taking it? When you got off, or when you got off when the plague took you, who did you think in your mind was going to take it all at that point?
I think that now that it's just the boys, I think Biggie's being played by Rick, and I think
Mm,
that Peter's being played by Rick, and I think Shane is, I don't know what's gonna happen with Shane. I think Rick will take it all.
yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
still don't know because there's a twist always that comes that can throw things off. I mean,
So many twists. So many twists. Yeah.
it's unbelievable. I mean, what a show. I'm gonna miss it. You said 2 episodes left. I mean, I feel like it's like a
Ooh.
commitment every Tuesday night to watch it. I don't even watch this. I told Biggie, I don't watch the screeners in advance that I get. Any spoilers, I don't want to hear it. I want to watch it live in that event. But I'm gonna miss this show. Like I've gotten so emotionally, like I get nervous watching these eliminations too. So it's gonna be sad to see it go.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna be sad when it's over too, but hopefully they get renewed for season two. Hopefully
Yes.
Mack goes on it. Hopefully, yeah, I would love to watch another season. The BBC one comes out soon too.
There you go. Allie, it was a blast watching you on the show. You had a great run. It's something to be proud of for sure. Like I said, only one gets to win. So at some point, everyone gets to do these exit interviews. But what a great showcase. And it looked like you had a ton of fun there too. And it's so awesome to finally get to talk to you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. It was nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Let's do this again, hopefully down the road.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye bye. Thanks.
Bye.